check, Mr. Direct Hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why?
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
Prescott. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First carry for Nick Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A give running right is Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I'm coming after you. Shit. Single 47. Shit. 66. Pull it. Mike 5-9.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Chubb running right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd every...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get up! 180! 53, Mike. Watch the run, watch the run!
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Bravo! 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike. So we got man. Big Ed. Move. Check.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
No, it's nothing.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Mike, 53, Mike. You.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
3 down. Check 9. Move. Recon, 132 fighter.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A run for Nick Chubb. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
No score.
They run. Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On first down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. This is Grant, and he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Well, down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Hey, Wood. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Pick it up.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
27.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He finds his target, Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 47. Check 31. Check 31. 36. 36. Here we go. 26.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. they've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle them up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
Here we go. 4-8. Check my 26. Let's go one more. Shoot. Good.
They'll give it to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1.
Kill. 22, Jet, cover. 22, Jet, cover. It's our time. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing, Prescott, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get the ball. 53 to Mike. Exit. 53 to Mike. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check 99. Check 99. Slam. 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 Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hot. Tighten up.
Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mac Wilson leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Smooth. 53. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, kill. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. Hey, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Prescott on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Chubb. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.